Hello everybody, Ranicore, Summer, good afternoon, hope you're feeling well and doing well. Yeah, welcome to Rimworld. It's not my usual kind of game, although I have spent a lot of hours in this game. Not that I could in any way profess to be you know, an expert at it. I haven't played for a little while actually. I reached a point where I realised just how much time I was wasting on a game that technically I will never end because I've never been good enough to actually make it to the end. So it's always just, you know, start a new game, play for, you know, 20 hours or whatever, and then realise how much I missed the beginning because it just gets more and more bogged down with difficulties. It's still a fun game, but it's also one that early on can be pretty lazy. So I've gone with that today. It's not just because of the heat, although it is still warm today. It's not as bad as the other day, but it is still quite warm today. You know, having to close all the windows and everything doesn't help. But it's also just also just like I think the last sort of couple of weeks are starting to catch up. My brain's just like, oh, I don't want to think about anything. It's all too hard. I don't care. So so we're just going to start a new colony, and the idea being, I've got a couple of mods involved. We got Harmony and Hugslibs, their libraries. Filth vanishes. That's really handy because it just means that your people aren't sort of outside having to clean dirt, which is literally a job they end up doing. Stack double XL, I find that really useful because the stack sizes are limited to 75 or something smaller than that. I'm not sure. DD, welcome. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Having a good be morning for you, I'm sure. But yeah. Yes, thank you for the hugs and cookies. It's very appreciated. Wall lights. Now, lights take up a whole space on the floor. I hate that. It's ridiculous. You put them on the ceiling at least. You know, you don't, you know, take up an entire floor space with lights. So we have a thing for wall lights, just because they don't take up space now. Woke up very tired. Did exercise. Made more tired. Oh no. Oh. It's supposed to wake you up in the morning, isn't it? It's supposed to be like, do exercise in the morning and it will leave you refreshed for the rest of the day. I've got to be honest, I used to be one of those people, but obviously not anymore. That's but yeah, I know how you feel. But well, hopefully a little more rest and you can get back to a productive day. Let's put lights on the scene. Exactly. And then one I haven't activated is wild animal sex. Not as bad as it sounds. It just means that wild animals can reproduce, which is handy in the long run because by default they're sterile. But if you have it so that they can reproduce, you can then essentially set up a wild farm of sorts. You don't have to worry about accidentally killing off, you know, the last one, and then you don't see a deer for ages or whatever. But I haven't turned it on now just because I don't think we're going to need it. Really, we can tame and farm any animals we need theoretically. I'm sure we're going to have some going. So let's start a new game. Now it has been a little while. I haven't played this since early last year, so there's been some stuff that's updated, I'm sure, but I think the basics are still there. Light sensitivity means that I wake up if there are any daylight. That is if I'm that is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you know, I kind of sympathise, but it's not necessarily negative for me. I've always been a day person. I used to, you know, I used to love mornings because everything happened better in the morning. As soon as it got sort of dark in the evening, I hated that, and nighttime, just screw it. Unfortunately, these days I end up spending more time awake in general, but also more at night than the day. But because I find it harder to get to sleep than I do to wake up, so it's almost sort of reversing things. But the summer, the last few days, or the week or so, has been really hard. It just sort of, it's so warm you struggle to sleep, and then, you know, like you said, blaring sun, and it's just like, whatever ungodly reason my brain has decided 5 AM, so wake up time. Regardless when it, yes, yeah. Exactly, that's the kind of thing sort of that's happening at the moment. But of course ours is, you know, like I said, it's temperature and light related. Do you think this is set about because of a seasonal change, or are you like this all the time? That would be really sucky. Just, you know, you can never sleep past a stupid hour all the time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All through the I understand why you'd hate it. That's horrendous. You want more sleep? That's fair. Oh, have you thought about sensory deprivation chambers? I don't know. Can't even nap. No, of course not, because it's the middle of the day, I assume. Homer Simpson makes sensory deprivation chambers looks quite fun. Lisa, not so fun. A lot of people get migraines. Oh yeah, Jesus. You know, I've woken up groggy, like from a nap. That's the worst thing. Like you wake up feeling sick almost, like you're worse than before. But I've never woken up with a headache or anything because of it. That's horrendous. Anyway, sorry. Staring at chat, sorry. We're gonna go with we won't go anything too difficult, so we'll go with the basic crash landed, I think, today. Currently has improv blackout curtains up. Right. But I take it they're not helping. One window, there's a giant towel open. Yeah, that's fair. It works, I guess. Scenario editor. No, we won't go for that. 3 people to choose from 8. Here we are. And we'll go with classic. Lots of time between disasters to build your colony, but beware at high difficulty she'll hit as hard as anyone. Yeah. Peaceful. Learn the game mechanic of players who just want to build and relax. Community builder. Players who are new. This kind of game want to build a perfect colony. Players who want to relax. Adventurous or experienced strategy gamers. Wow, that's a jump, isn't it? Let's go with it. You know, we'll basically say easy. Have a street light directly outside a window. They used to be. Yes, yeah, we contacted them and said this is not very nice because it was like a dome essentially, so it just just shined out all over the place. They're replacing streetlights so that they shine directly down generally, but this one's been ignored for some reason. And so what they did, they came and painted the inside of the light with like a reflective stuff, so it only shone away from the window, which is pretty good. But now it's wearing off, Streetlight manifesto. As it works for one window, you have 3. 2 facing the door. Oh my god, that's not useful at all. Menu graphics for Rimworld compared to in-game. Yes, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, Nevik, sorry, hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good day / afternoon, if that's the right time zone for you. As it's set, yeah, that's fair. It's not it's not that bad here generally, but like because we're on a corner, so we have essentially 2 windows facing both sides. One is directly next to a street light because that's right on the pavement just outside, and then there's another one which is a bit further away because of the front garden. So that sort of pushes it back and gets it out of our way. But yeah, light pollution around here isn't it's not great really. Middle of a town and all that, but whatever. Oh well, I'm sorry to hear you're feeling so sucky, DD. I hope hopefully we can make you forget for another, I don't know, indefinite amount of time, probably hour and 45 minutes or so. Right, okay, so we've chosen, like, I don't want to go full on peaceful because the problem is the raids do something. Hang on. Major direct threats are disabled, but challenges like disease, mental breaks, and mad animals can still occur. Oh no, hang on. Oh yeah, no. Threat appears, but they are weakened. Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're looking for. We're just an easy breeze. We're really not that fussed. Oh, hang on. What have I done? Oh, reload anytime, commitment. Reload. Over. Oh, okay. Ooh. Anyone want to suggest a seed? Rodion does not do it for me. Global coverage. Again, we're not going to be playing to the end. Let's face it. I've seen people play like full-on worlds lasting literally years, and I think it was like 18 months. I think it was like the longest one I saw someone play for, and they did complete it, to be fair. But wow, that was a mess and a half. So yeah, no, we went 30%. That's good enough coverage. Leave everything as normal. Apple seed. Last time I saw someone play this was back when it had Twitch integration working. Oh, gold. What seeds are... Well, the seeds are just anything random you want to throw in. Tally would spawn 400 squirrels. Ah. It's a table. It's a table. Okay, we'll go with it's a table. Apple seed was a good choice. But Nevik wins. It's a table. There we go. I don't know. Factions. Oh, whatever. Go with. Yeah, we've only got the base here. I haven't got the extra bits installed. 400 squirrels. God. Oh, if there's a problem with my voice, just let me know. Sound-wise, I mean, with you know, no other options really. But I didn't do any checks, to be honest, beforehand. Normally, I sort of check against the game and see what it sounds like, but didn't do that today. What am I looking for? What's the? Oh, there we go. That's the one. Okay. Okay. Now, generally, I like to go kind of temperate forest. That way, we get plenty of wood and reasonable, you know, stores of stone and all that. But it's not also too punishing, such as a desert or an ice cap. However, I don't want to go full tundra. Boreal forest, there. Oh, that's a painful. So how about we go somewhere? Maybe can't choose the water. Makes you laugh. You can never actually choose. You can only choose if water is going through, can't you? Really? So maybe somewhere temperate with a bit of water going through near a road. What is this? Ombamaya. Oh, that's a faction. Okay. Don't go to work still sleepy. Never go full tundra. No. Right. So it's morning for you, Nevik. Oh. No, I don't blame you. That's fair. How about somewhere like down here? Get a bit of water. I'm thinking of maybe something that makes us feel a little cooler today. A nice refreshing stream cutting through our area. We can have a look at the terrain. What have we got here? There's a river creek. Movement difficulty 1 over the... Yep, that's fine. Marble and sandstone. That's pretty good. We get growing period 30 to 60 days. Rainfall. Berries. Animals can graze now, yes. Disease frequency 1.2 per year. Yeah, there's no real mountains or anything going on, is there? So... Oh, so that means we don't get many, much stone to work with. Maybe... Oh, that's a shame. That's really nice. That's getting too close to... Who are these? The Ties or Tisei? I don't... Oh, these are a hostile faction as well, so we don't really want to be right next to them, preferably. Or them. I don't think you're ever going to find water with mountains in it. Oh, except for somewhere like here. It's a large hills. With, oh, that's a road, not water. Okay. Oh, what about down here? Small hills, temperate forest. What we got? Granite, marble, and limestone. 40 to 60 days. Yeah, go on. Let's do that. What do we do here? What's next? Whatever. Right. Okay. People. Say in chat if you want to be part of the colony. Bearing in mind you may die a horrible, horrendous death. If that's fine with you, please feel free. Otherwise, we'll just go with whatever's going on. So here we're looking for anyone, if you're not aware of how this game functions, the idea being that you crash land on a Rimworld, i.e. a planet quite far out in the edges of space, or civilized space, and you're never alone. There's always people there, and lots of random animals and all sorts. Basically, it seems to function like a second Earth, but more dangerous. And the idea is, when we're creating our colony, so we have 3 people to start with, and we're going to have to leave these 5 behind. We get any of these 8 we want to choose from. We want to try and level out our skills. Now, if one of them is absolutely horrendous, or we just can't find someone with the right skill, we can randomize and it will recreate that. It will just re-roll that person, basically. So she's great with plants and animals, and good with medical. Her husband is this guy. He's got a bad back, so immediately that's not good for us. He has bloodlust, but is kind. Hang on, what's her trait? She's a teetotaler and a teetotaler and abrasive. That means she's going to start annoying people in the colony. I'm assuming probably not him, but also, wow, he's 61 and she's 50. They've got good skills, but they are terrible, terrible people otherwise. 16, incapable of artistic and mining. Now, mining is really handy because you want everyone to be able to do that. If they are incapable of doing it, you can never make them do the job. But if they're not good at it, that's fine. They can still do it. They just do it badly. This person has... These little bits here are passions. They have they have an interest or a burning passion, essentially. So those skills will build faster than their other things. Want to kill things with kindness? Exactly. However, unfortunately, this person, although a masochist... Meh, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Also has a chemical interest. That means they will become addicted to drinking drugs easier. So, not handy to have around. Prosthetic legs, not often a problem, because you can get that replaced with like a bionic one instead, which is actually better than a regular one. So at the moment they're at 85% efficiency on probably on their walking by the looks of it, or general mobility, but you can up that later, so that's not the end of the world. Bear hug to death, exactly. Hello! Azimuth, welcome, hello. We are currently designing a colony for Rimworld. Just simple going. Do you know what, Jesus, I've realised I've got a relatively limited amount of time today. I have a potential cut-off time, and I've got to make sure I'm done by anywhere between 2 and 2:30. So we've got less than 2 hours to get this done. I better get going. Anyway, okay, another chemical fascination and a body modder. Well, body modder is good because if you need to upgrade any of their body parts with prosthetics or like bionics or anything like that, then they're going to like it. As opposed to someone who has a phobia of it, they're gonna like mentally crash. But still, chemical fascination not good. They're not incapable of anything, so that's handy. They could maybe sit on the back burner because these burning passions are really good as well. So Zach may be acceptable. Yeah, definitely not you because of the mining. Right, Slick, where are we? Incapable of dumb labour. That means they can't carry things and such. So, hauler and cleaning. So they won't clean and they won't haul things. Not good. They won't firefight, and they're incapable of violence. They can't even defend themselves. They're also a pyromaniac misinterest. We're going to say no on Slick. Dumbo. Okay. Incapable of nothing. Fine. Volatile wimp with a chemical fascination. Don't like this chemical fascination. Why are they all druggies? Jesus. Oh yeah, we're saying no to Seraph as well. We'll keep Dumbo at the top there. Callie. Social, intellectual. Intellectual's good because we have to research things. We have to try and advance our available technologies, and that is done with intellectual at a research table. Again, another chemical fascination. It's steadfast, mentally tough, and won't break. That's a good one. Prosthetic arm. So 50% on their efficiency. Wow. So again, like I said, we could replace it, but they're currently not very good at things such as hauling and such. Incapable of cooking. Not the end of the world, but we do need someone who's good at cooking so that we don't give everyone food poisoning. Again, there may be a touch above Dumbo. Dumbo. Right, okay. Asthma, an addict, and 72 years old. Definitely not happening. Wow. So these people are not great. Okay. Let's see, what have we got in the colony here? We got, I mean, our cooking is at 3 because no one's good at it. And no one is good at shooting either. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? No, let's just re-roll them. Because if you're going to re-roll, it doesn't matter who you pick to re-roll, to be honest. Randomize. Really good with plants. Nice. Capable of nothing. Undergrounder. They're abrasive. Okay, that's better than we had. Age 62, not amazing. But we'll leave that for where we are. Let's just take some of our absolutely worst ones and re-roll them, and then, you know, they're not so bad off. Right, Kenneth, you can go away. Amazing intellectual. Incapable of dumb labour and artistic. They are super immune and they're a slowpoke. Oh my god, okay. Could be worse. Right, you. What's cooking? Nope. Nope. Capable of violence. Why would you want that? This is horrendous. Wow. Okay, hang on. Who else had intellectual? They've got intellectual 15 immediately. Their wife is Dumbo, but Dumbo is not coming. So how about no? Psychopath? I don't think so. Incapable of firefighting? Not great. But as long as everyone else pulls their weight, it's not so bad. You're melting! Oh no! Oh, they're incapable of firefighting because they're a pyromaniac. Not good. I'm really interested in a wimp. No. Penguin, jealous, and a jogger. Now, joggers make them faster, I believe. Speed +4. Not bad. Mining, melee, animals. Have we got animals on anyone else? No, but oh god, no. This is just horrendous. Okay, that I'm gonna have to screw over that intellectual. It's just not worth it for anything else. Fast lane of whim, but psychically deaf. Oh, now this. Okay, so they can do cooking, not bad. They can do crafting. Again, they're not good at looking after themselves. No one can shoot. What is this? This is insane. They're incapable of violent, which makes sense here, but they've got everything else we need. Even slightly. And psychically deaf means that you will get things. Don't stand. What are you doing? Sorry, I was late. Oh, okay, sorry. We are playing Rimworld, where you are a. For the game we have chosen, because there's all sorts of options, we are 3 people who have crash landed on a planet, you know, out on, you know, the far reaches of wherever, of space, and we then have to set up a colony and try to survive. That's basically what's happening. We're now choosing the people we're going to have, and their skills really matter as to our survival. So ideally we want people who can shoot and melee, because we need to be able to look after ourselves. Now, this person is in... I see, choose wisely. Exactly. This person's incapable of doing them, because they're incapable of anything violent. However, their skills are good for everything else. Are there aliens there? There are factions of people, and then there are alien animals and sort of large like bugs and stuff like that. So animals look often like ours. They can be very much like humanoid, but then they can also be weird alien animals and stuff like that. So you get, you know, sort of like I said, you get like giant insects and things like that, which will come through and attack everything. It's very hypno cult leader. Do they worship the hypnotoad? Callie? Hypno cult leader. Oh, I see. They may do. They may do. So we're going with I think Victor is good. Medic, cooker, craft, usable. Exactly. We've got these little fire things mean that they're it's either a passion or a burning passion. It means that their skills are going to increase faster when they do those things. So he can't do these two. He can't look after himself, and he's also psychically deaf. You'll get various things will interfere with your colony on a psychic level. He's apparently immune to that. He's also a fast learner. Now he's a wimp, but so he's going to be a bit of a pain. So he needs looking after, but he can also do things. Now the problem is that means we're setting a lot of our eggs in this basket, but we can then put that out with other people, hopefully. Now these two, they can't shoot for toffee. They're at 0. They can learn, but they're both starting at 0. I'm tempted to move Ed. She's got some good skills with animals, but then we don't super need that. We need planting more plants. Sorry, herbalism, whatever. And medical. They're a jogger, but really what we need is someone who's capable of shooting. So we'll go with that. Boops, everyone. No, not the boops. Trigger happy. Mining for what? For stone and building materials. Acceptable. Incapable of social, intellectual, and artistic. No, just get that. Capable of skilled, like no. Never want incapable of firefighting because everyone needs to be able to save themselves. Oh my god, go away. Oh, Jesus Christ, they've got dementia. Okay. We want these skills in someone who isn't dying, preferably. For God's sakes. Bloody Rimworld. Ah, okay. Oh. Dislikes and distrusts men. So they're not going to get on with Victor. But remember, they have those. Yeah, exactly. But they're really good at defending themselves. And not incapable of anything. Do you know what? Let's put... Can we not move them once? Yeah, we can. Okay, there we go. Who's this Lily? More abrasive. Oh yeah, we wanted to... Lily Strode was terrible. Let's randomise them, see what else we can get. Just in case. We're looking at shooting / melee here. And then we'll see what other skills come up. Wow, that person was really terrible. They're a fast learner, but they're ugly. No problems. That doesn't matter. Wow, look at these. They're not incapable of anything. There we go. I think we found our person. Their lover is Neville, who isn't coming, unfortunately. That is this person here. Oh, well. Right, okay. I think that's us. They're 53. They're getting on a bit, but, you know, could be a lot worse. I mean, there's nothing here sort of under 5. And that's pretty reasonable. And look at all these sort of passions for everything. Okay, we're going to go with that. Yeah. We can't... Oh, Victor doesn't have a nickname at all. Okay, no problem. I think we can redo that in game. If anybody wants their name added, go for it. Yes, we can, in fact. But right, okay, let's start. There we go, loading assets. Anyway, sorry, Azimuth, hello. You said you're melting. Are you well otherwise, I hope? Your afternoon going well. Dum-de-dum. Your elephants and cattle outside. Oh yes, yeah, obviously if you weren't here at the beginning, you wouldn't know we have a couple of mods installed, one of which will clean up the outside with rain and time, so that's quite good. 3 of you awake in a crypto sleep sarcophagi. In your sarcophagi. Sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. You're good. Excellent. Right, first thing we do is pause. Tired mostly? Thank you for asking. Oh, sorry, that wasn't to me. Sorry. Where are we? Oh, yeah, of course. You have to unpause so that you can actually land. There we are. And we pop out of our things. There we go. Right. God, let's see if I can remember all these controls. Now, first things we want to do is get everybody armed. Now, you are wondering... bio. Here we are. Right. Alright, you can't arm at all. You can vaguely shoot. You're better at shooting, so you equip that. Yeah, because that is now allowed. Don't have any melee by the looks of it off the top of my head. You equip that. There we go. Now, what we want to do is punch a tree. Exactly. Well, it's just told us we need beds, which is a clear thing. Right, okay, hang on. What have we got here? Black pants. Where that? We shouldn't... Oh my god. There is a lot of menuing to go on in this game in theory. We shouldn't have to force people to wear things. But it's going to be better if the shooter has on the protection. Because they don't like being forced to wear stuff because it, you know, it's against their will. It makes their... Oh wait, hang on. We do have a knife for melee. But we'll keep it with the gun for now, just to keep at range. We have a little cat. That is our random animal called Rocco. Oh no, we can release to the wild. Or we can slaughter it. Let's do neither of those things. Right, okay. Okay. So here is the kind of stone stuff we were looking at. We have compacted machinery. Now that will give us components for building and things like that. And then we have marble, nice to build with. It's not super strong, but it's nice. Granite, very strong to build with. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's... got some doors and walls and stuff here. So here's no... Right, okay. That's the... There is so much menuing to go on, and I can't remember anything. Pets Rocco, yay! Okay, orders. Right. What we want to do is we want to mine out... that. Yes? Yeah. Then how about we deconstruct these walls here. We'll, right, okay. Mine that. Mine that. Mine those. And then we shall start building walls around with the stuff we mine and deconstruct. Ooh, what's this here? Oh my god! That's just compacted steel right there. That's just all of it steel. Okay. Steel is going to be used in an awful lot of things. We'll see that, don't worry. More steel? Actually, what does the whole place look like? Oh, there's this over here. Giant grand stele. Nice. Slate stele. So we've got all these... Ooh, we have steel walls. Nice. Really, the first thing we want to do is set up a place that we can put our beds that's away from the weather. And Twitch integration, I dumped a bunch of kibble on you by now for the kitty. That's fair. It's entirely fair, but I hadn't... Can you even do that sort of without having to set up affiliate and so on? Right, okay, really we want an overall order for allowing stuff. We'll allow all of this. That's our stuff, we can move it. Let's get them doing that. Then we shall chop down some trees. For wood, because we're going to need lots of it. To build said beds, etc. Going to harvest these because they are heal root. That will be good for us in the long run. And then we're going to harvest these because they are berry bushes. That's going to be good for us in food long run as well. We'll then set up... Oh, what do we need? A zone. We shall set up a stockpile... No. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. A stockpile zone. Stick that here. because it's kind of out of the way. And this will hold all our stuff. Just all these, because all these things will start to degrade if they're outside over time. What we want to do is have them in our storage area. That then means that everybody knows it's in our storage area. And you mean shed? Exactly. It's basically a shed, yes. Over which we shall put some roof. Oh, where are we? Build. Here we are. Right, so we need structure. I'm going to put in... Actually, we can move this. Just deconstruct column there. Furniture there. Animal sleeping spot. Stay just inside the door. There we go. Oh, they are health. Where are we? Oh, crypto sleep sickness. Okay, that's fair. Oh right, yeah, of course. All right, everybody, we want to set them down to herbal, preferably, because then they don't just use up all of our good medicine for no reason. Right, now work. What can people do and where? I prefer manual priorities for the numbers, because this means that everything that's rated 1 is the highest priority, and say it moves... I was about to point at the screen, that's no good, is it? So if you set firefighting to 1, at any time there's a fire, these people will drop everything and run for the fire and put it out. If it essentially searches through this in priority, left to right. If there is nothing to do for 1, it goes, right, okay, let's look for 2. Is there anything that's available for 2? And it then says, oh, if patient is 2, then run into the fire. Well, I meant run to the fire, you know, to put it out, not run into the fire. Ah! How will I make s'mores? We'll have a controlled fire. Let's just pause that for a second. Yeah, so it will then search down the line for 2, and if it has a 2 here and a 2 down here, it will do this 2 first and move on, and then it will go up to 3 and then 4, and I don't think you can go above 4. I think above that is just like whatever, you know, that's generic priority. So we should have... Right, so this person... Okay, they should be a... Yeah, they should be a doctor first. Then a patient. Whereas these people should be patients, then a doctor. And this person can only be a patient. Okay, there we go. You don't want... You want people to be patient. Yeah. Yeah, they can put out fires. This person will heal themselves before they become a patient. Yeah, okay, I think that's about right. Then bed rest. Jump that on 2. Basic. Flicking switches and so on. You want that kind of high, because sometimes a switch is really essential, but if you put it too low, people just ignore it and you have to make them go and do it. But you also don't want them just running backwards and forwards flicking switches, I guess. What is this? Oh, we've got a turkey. Okay, cool. What's it doing? Alright, yeah, okay. We'll make them feed the prisoners there because they're our social person. Right, they are down for growing. That's what we need. Plant cut. If there's nothing to grow, they will cut the plants. That's good. Plant cutting. Cooking. Essential. Mostly. I mean, it is ultimately essential. Yeah, we'll try that to 1. Research 2. Yeah, that's fine for 3. Mining. Right, yes, sorry, you're right, mining. Here we are. Let's get someone on mining. That's 2. Yeah. So they're not completely incapable, they're just not any good at it. Average relevant skills 2, they have no... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And building, again. Going to make that kind of high priority. 3 is fine for that. we will probably almost certainly be adjusting these later. Let's just try and get things sort of working, so to speak. Oh, what crafting? Stone cutting, smelting, and more. That might be useful, yeah, shortly. So we'll just leave that where it is. Art, absolutely not essential. 3 on there because they can. Okay, let's leave it at that. Right, now we need to start building stuff. Where did that column go that was taken out of here? Not underneath the turkey, is it? No, okay. Where? Oh, did they break it down into... Oh, okay, it got deconstructed. Fair enough. Do you know what? That's kind of fine. If we break it down and it gives us granite, that's okay, because we don't need a granite column anyway. Do need, though, is a tiny bit of wall. Put that there. You know what? Line you out. And then once we got that bit of wall there, because the wall is there to support the ceiling, we can put a ceiling over our stuff and it won't degrade in the weather. That's the overall plan. I was looking while I got breakfast and stuff, and I'm here now. How's it going? Welcome. Hello. Yes, it's going fine, thank you. How are you? How is your breakfast? Right, and we also need... Oh, look. Construct that. And the floor underneath. Can we take that up? Floor, 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 floor. Here we are. Floor. Remove floor. Take that, because that's going to give us more tiles. Now we need walls, I guess. Let's just make the walls, and we'll see how far we get before we run out of So actually, we don't need those because they're already technically inside. So we just need to put a roof over so we can put our beds down. Doing all right, thank you. Excellent, good. Right, okay, let's get them going. Chopping down some of these trees. They're moving things. Bonus. Speed it up slightly because we don't have all day. Right, while they're doing that, then we do. Is it a zone? I want to build a roof. Build roof area. Here we are. There we go. Because a roof can only be supported for up to a few tiles away from any, supporting surface, as a wall or one of these pillars, a column, so on. Never seen this game before. Looks a bit like Prison Architect. Yes, that's because the person who did the art for it is the same person that did the art for Prison Architect. Turns out that when Prison Architect commissioned them to do it, they didn't commission the rights to this style. they just literally got the basic art and went, oh, okay, well, we can use this art style anywhere else. So that's what they did. They did the art for this, and it takes the same fashion, because why not? Oh yes, and we should be setting up a growing zone. Here we are. Now this is fertile ground. You can tell because this is normal dirt, it's kind of pale. This is good dirt, kind of dark. Fertile ground will make things grow faster, obviously. Oh, however, you can't grow on swamps and such, so that makes sense. Do you know what? Right, let's go in between. We'll have everything here, and yeah, that'll do. Right, okay. This is going to be potatoes, that's fine. We'll need something to go with. Now, who are you? You are... Oh, yes, of course. Schedule. Here we are. Now, we want them to get good amount of sleep. But we also want them to be working. So, really, we'll give them a bit of a break. No, do you know what? We'll give them all the same break. Then they can socialise. And then we'll make them work. Or I always tend to set them up as like a basic working day, and then they get some hours to do whatever they want, plus some recreation, so they don't go mad, So, alright, yeah, okay, pick it up again. Oh, what's the floor made of? I do not know. What were these again? Oh, the floor's made of slate. Interesting. Okay. Right. Since we have run out of bricks, we shall build the rest of the wall in wood. Because what we need, wood. Here we are. Do you know what, we don't cancel that one. There is a quicker way of doing this. Ignore what I'm doing, it's fine. We'll put that there just for the sake of it. And then we shall build some... Is the floor lava? Cheese and beans to go on the potato. Cheese and bean, jacket potato. I think we're not quite up to cheese and beans just yet. Actually, we can put a couple of beds. Cancel that. We can put a third bed in. Good copy. There we go. People don't mind sleeping next to each other. It's fine. Build a wall there. There we go. Just try and, because there's a surprising amount of work involved in the physics of this game. You can actually like your building will lose heat based on diagonal structures. So you have to really sort of properly insulate and wall things in. It's crazy. That becomes very pertinent with regards to building a fridge. Now, oddly, despite the massive amounts of technology we can build later on, you can't actually build a designated fridge. What you have to do is build a large storage area, which then becomes a fridge by cooling it down with, well, with coolers, ultimately. And becomes a massive energy drain and also very unreliable. But that's just, you know, them's the breaks. That's the ways of things. Got 30 machine parts. You can also have a cave in if you dig foolishly. Yes, I lost a very good colonist that way once. So it is entirely possible to just accidentally mine away too much and lose all the support that you had, and your person just dies. And that's it. They're gone. Right, so we got a reasonable amount of wood now. We've got right. Okay, good. Harvesting, etc. Right. Okay. So what we need to think about. Oh Jesus, what do we need to think about now? This doesn't have to be our place to stay. This is just somewhere to put our beds for now. It's only 8 o'clock, so that's not so bad. What is going on my phone? Oh, someone's at the door. Okay. I shall leave that for the butler. Aha. You've got random bits of ships around that you can deconstruct for. They'll be broken down into like metal and steel, essentially. They'll be broken down into steel and parts. You also get random animals wander through. This is harder to see at night, obviously. But we also get yeah, more compacted machinery. Got steel around. Jade. Now you have to be careful here because I'm always tempted to mine up these things. However, when you start mining stuff, you essentially add it to your once it gets added to your stockpile, one of your storage areas, it adds to your colony wealth. Where's the stats here? Might be one of these. Yeah, here we are. And your colony wealth decides how many factions are going to start coming after you because they want, you know, a part of that basically. So you've got to be careful there. These are mega sloths, extremely dangerous animals. I would not take them on with anything less than a really good shooter and a high-powered rifle, and certainly not 2 at a time necessarily. Yeah, okay. Wow, bit jittery. What speed are we on? We're on play. Okay. And oh, I can't see a thing. I'm just going to pull this curtain too because it's right behind my screen. There we go. Let's see if that helps a bit. Oh, it's raining. Oh, that's okay. Rain is good because it helps cool things down in the temperature wise, usually. And it also cleans up anything around that we may not want, such as blood or dirt. We pour forever, live peacefully. Exactly. Money is the root of all evil. The parcel for me? Oh, right, I know what that is. Okay. Oh, these are muffalos. UK would like the rain, please. Exactly, yeah. Looked out the window. Oh, I see, right, yeah. No, yeah, it's not raining now. No, I mean in the game, sorry. Yeah, these are muffalos. If you can tame them, or happen to have one self-tame, which is a potential thing in this game, they're... Ooh, silver. See, now silver is the currency. So we're going to mine that up at some point, because that just gets added for, you know, trading, basically. It doesn't go... It goes into our wealth, like everything else, but we actually get to spend that, whereas everything else is just, you know, stuff we have around. What was I saying? Oh, muffalos. Yeah, if you get them in your colony, you can shear them for wool, and you can also... Oh, what's this? Deal. Take that. You can also milk them, strangely enough. So they're a good source of food and stuff like that. Right, where is our people? Oh, down here. Okay. Right, there we go. Good. They're all in bed. Cat's in bed there. Ideally, we could use a... Zora Z. Yes, yeah. All the animals sleep as well as the people. You get the little Z's there. Between a moth and a buffalo. The Wuzzles territory. Yeah, exactly. Just like the Wuzzles. Oh, do you know what? Speed this up. It's middle of the night. We're not doing anything. God, what do we do next? I guess, next, right. Next thing, we need to start working on something larger. So we need to start doing some mining. Do a proper animal bed setup for Guinea. Not a proper one yet, it's just a sleeping spot. We shall set one up, don't worry. Actually, I could... Here we are. An animal sleeping bed. There we go. We'll make one out of wood. And then when we start getting some animal leathers in, which will make a proper one. I always make sure they have proper animal beds. But of course, it takes resources we don't quite have yet. Right, so what we're going to do is find where we want to be set up. We are set to peaceful, essentially. We're going to have some people coming in at some point in the game, but, you know, it's not the end of the world right now. Wow, look at all these. Marble urn. Construct. Let's just get the materials out of these, we might as well. There's no point holding on to them. Yeah, so we don't have to worry too much. It's so dark. I know, I'm sorry. There's not a lot going on because of the because it's still the middle of the night because I turned off the turned down the speed again. Ideally you would have it easily defensible. But here it looks like we're going to be building our defenses anyway. And also, this area looks like it's going to be really good for planting. Now, right, what we need to think about here is the fact that right here is a geyser, steam geyser. Now, in the winter months, it's going to get cold, and that means that our plants are not going to grow as well. What we can do... Now, steam geysers are good for two things. Heat and energy, because at some point later... To fire? No, it's just steam. A sauna. Almost. You're nearly there. What we can do is we can set up a thermal generator, and they can go on steam geysers. And they're quite good energy-wise, but not essential. Energy, that's... Okay, that's what... So, my plan is... If we was to build a growing zone here, this fertile soil, rich soil as they call it there, is going to grow our plants quicker. And what we can do is that when the winter comes, we can just slap a roof over the top, and the geyser will help heat it up. Side bonus of a hot spring. Exactly. It is right next to some water. That's very nice. So what we'll do is, we'll set up a couple of growing zones there anyway. So we'll just do them in basic squares. We can't build on the water, so we have to leave a bit of space for the wall. I believe a wall can fit in there. Fingers crossed. This one, we don't need potatoes. We will have Twice. We might as well. Then we shall build a new zone. Oh, that was already selected. And this one can be, excuse me, sorry, be a bit shorter, and we'll make this one, where, oh, corn, there we are. Then, I think it stops there, there we go. Another one, and we'll make this one, heel root. And yes, you're right, the next lot is going to be cotton, because that's going to be really useful for growing us some more clothes, basically. Ah, damn it, no, we don't. I don't know. Shrink zone, I don't want it that big. Oh, probably because I had it selected when I chose to grow a new one. There we are. There we go. And this one can be cotton. Where are we? Cotton, cotton, cotton. There we go. Cotton. Now we can... Cotton geyser, exactly. Now we can grow some other things which are not going to be very useful for us in the long run. But, you know, we'll worry about that later. Things like... you can grow various drugs and you can grow strawberries and stuff, but we've got bushes here. So, all we have to do is zoom out, double click on it. That'll select anything within the screen of the same kind. And then I'll just hit harvest. And that means that they're now ready to go and collect all those berries for us. Okay, so we've got a bunch of wood here. We've got these growing zones with us. Got some potatoes going for us, so that's handy. That'll keep us food. Right, so, okay. Excuse me. Right, so... since that area is going to be where we grow our food, we might as well build around this area as it is. So, the next plan is to start mining out some places. Dinosaur left of the fields. That's our mega sloth. They're the extremely dangerous things I wouldn't touch. Where am I? Oh, or is it these fields? That there is a ship chunk. Actually, we can deconstruct that, and that will give us some metals. Because why not? So we've got our beds here. Again, we can move them later. That's easy enough to do. You can just uninstall and reinstall things any way you want, really. So let's do some mining. Let's get us an area to work with now. Because the benefit to mining is the fact that you can have a stone wall. I think it was a sloth side. Ah, fair enough. 5 minutes from the first cotton plant maturing for someone to try to shove cotton into the... Be surprised if it doesn't just, you know, immediately burst into flames being next to it. Right, where are we? So we can set up orders for everyone to do, and this just makes it easier to sort of click and drag things. But the benefit to mining out part of a building, so to speak, rather than just starting from scratch, is that rather than build 4 walls, you can mine out the bits you don't need, and the stone walls just stay there. That's the only benefit to it. You can then polish up these walls and, you know, make them look all pretty and stuff. Let's try and make things a little more uniform, so to speak. And we're going to want all of this, ultimately. I'll tell you what, we will cancel that one there. Just in case something happens, we know that the roof's not going to cave in on us. But you can tell them to remove a roof area. No, it's not that. Where are we? Roofs. Here we are. So this is... Did I click the wrong button? What am I looking for here? I thought this told us about visibility of terrain affordance, right? So what kind of buildings can be constructed in each location? No, that's not what I thought it was at all. Oh, it's this one. Here we are. Visibility of roofs. This will show us the tops of hills and mountains as well. So here we have a roofed off section because we put that roof there, and of course we put that roof there over our building as well, our 4 walls. If, however, we say, right, so if we mine out this bit here, it has a thin roof. That could potentially land on us, I believe, because we're taking away its support. I'll tell you what, we will cancel that one. But we'll tell them to mine that one. So this, you can consider this essentially, all these bits here are like one layer deep. So they mine this out and there's nothing there. But if they mine this bit out, there's something above it. And that's what we need to be careful of. I think I'm right in saying that thin stuff can still land on you. But there is a deeper, darker green here. And that is essentially, you can almost imagine that like another layer above. So you've got to be careful there. Oh, bugger. That means that's here as well. See, now I know this roof here, because that's the one we placed, is going to be fine, because it's next to here. That essentially provides it an area of support. Don't know as if that will be the same for these ones. But you know what? I'm willing to gamble it. We'll take it from there. Now, where are our people? Ah, okay, they were deconstructing and moving stuff. You are digging up the silver ore. He is digging up the silver ore. You can tell that because that's the action down here. And she is currently carrying the bolt action rifle, so that's our hunter essentially. And Cat is harvesting trees, right? Yeah, because the growing zone needs to be cleared of all these trees first, so that's what they're doing with them. But before they can plant anything, they'll clear off the area first. Oh, and then we've got all these marble chunks to shift as well, but they'll just shift them out of the way. One person under the age of 50. Yeah, that's not so bad though, because where are we? Well, I mean, 132 is their actual age. Their 62 is their biological age because they've been in cryosleep. 128, 106. It's fine. We'll probably get more people as time goes on as well. Nice marble sauna, exactly. For aesthetic purposes and in some ways defense, you can rebuild walls and stuff in stones, and marble is the most. I believe it's the most aesthetically pleasing, so you can actually do that later. So they feel better about their surroundings, but it's better than wood because obviously marble doesn't burn, but marble is not a very strong substance, so building a wall out of it doesn't necessarily, you know, if you get attacked and someone throws a grenade at it, it's not going to suffer the damage as easily as, say, something like, I think granite is the strongest material in the game. You get other things like slate and basalt and things like that. They all have varying strengths. I think sandstone is the softest, I believe, and then yeah, and then I think marble is still pretty low on the list as well. Let's just keep harvesting up all this stuff because heal root is especially useful if anybody gets sick. Heal root's the first thing they're going to need. Oh, and I've still got this on, haven't I? Sorry. There we go. Come on, people. Let's do things quicker. As they're doing these, they will be very slow, but their skills can increase. They can go up. So, where are we? Bio. Here we are. So they have a mining of 4. But as you can see, as they... Well, okay. Click here instead. You've got a mining of 2. But you can see that little total coming up next to the progress to next level. I can't move my mouse, but that is obviously once they hit 3,000, they'll go up to level 3. And they will then be working quicker and better at it. And this could, all the skills could have a potential max of 20. But of course, you know, it has it requires more experience to level up as time goes on. Okay, yeah. Cool. So they've got a little bit of silver there, and then they'll hopefully pull that back. We double click a character, they'll move. Right, they're deconstructing that. Nice. And they're still doing that bonus. Okay. See, really, we would like that wobble. Oh, what? Because of the speed. I mean, ideally, yeah. Ideally, we would have more people doing anything. Really, 3 is a very short. Very short. Very short. I don't mean short. A very small colony, but you know that will increase with time. Slow that down. Minor break risk. Right. People have their health here. Needs. Sorry, that's the one. And these are all the things that control that overall mood up here. So they're hungry. We still have some... Do we have some? Yeah, we still have some survival meals. They're not amazingly nutritious, but they are food, so they're going to be fine there. So they can go eat when they want to. But here it tells you all the things. Now they've got very low expectations, so that gives them a plus 24 to overall bonus. Initial optimism. Tough situation, but excited to find a new settlement. Right, okay, that wears off in a week, basically. So that 10 is going to disappear. They were disturbed in their sleep because there are other people, so ideally they would want a room of their own. Soaking wet because it's raining, not a lot we can do about that. They ate without a table because we don't have any furniture beyond the beds. Slept in the cold because the room was cold, I guess. I thought it was like 15 indoors. That's a reasonable temperature, I think, because everything's in centigrade here as opposed to Fahrenheit. Unsightly environment, that's to be expected. Recreation unfulfilled. They're in minor pain. What are they in minor pain from? What's the health? Oh, because of... Right, their bad back is always going to be giving them some issue. Oh, no, it's the gunshot wound, sorry. They have an aching gunshot wound, which is we can't fix. Very low expectation. People at that level we would appreciate. Yeah, exactly. Awful barrack, yeah. Minor pain, yeah. Okay. Right, so for the recreation, we can build them stuff here. The easiest thing to do for now, because we don't have a room for recreation really, is just to set up a simple wooden horseshoes pin. There we go. That means something in their own time they can go out and have a it is literally just the meagerest bit of attention. Victor. Right, okay, he's getting his food here. I'm going to put that in his inventory so that he can have it later. And then we'll speed up again, because everything is pitch black. So as you can see, time takes a while to burn through. They're not up to much. Yeah. So we're just sleeping. Oh, because I forgot to remove the cat's sleeping spot. We shall... There we go. Rocco is now in a proper bed, not in that little place. Actually, we can also set up a dumping zone. This will be somewhere we can put pieces of stone and such that we don't want. Let's put it around here because we're not here right now. It's fine. And that means that when we want to move, say like this, they'll put it there because that's tailored, because you can organize what gets stored where and when. This can get very complicated, and it's not difficult to organize, and it allows an awful lot of versatility, but it looks quite difficult, and it can be confusing if you have a lot of zones, because you can set their priority up here. So I can say I want this one to be the preferred area for things to be stored. It will allow rotten flesh as well as fresh. Well, I think it's meat and food generally. Rotten and fresh. Well, we don't want anything fresh going there because that's outside. Unless we're talking about dead bodies. But that's fine. Actually, yeah, we probably are talking about dead bodies because it's only corpses here. So we're going to we want human corpses to go there if they should ever happen to be any. We don't want animal corpses to go there because we will turn that into our own food. And mechanoid corpses, they can go there as well. Mechanoids are a very specific kind of advanced enemy. You know, they come around with a lot of firepower. You will find them in places that often have some really good rewards, but they're extremely difficult to take care of, and a lot of setup is often required. Chunks. Now, this refers to these here. These are chunks of, be it... Yes, yeah, we need defences. That's fine. We'll work on it. Be it, metal or stone and so on. So we want our chunks to go there because that's the ideal place to be. However, we do not want chunks to go there. So that's good. So mixed in with our general stuff, no corpses or chunks, but it will allow everything else. So that's something to be aware of. Actually, we can expand this zone to cover that one there. There we go. Now, what are you doing? Oh, they're meditating. Okay. I was just wondering why they were just laying in bed still. Okay, so I guess what we really want to do, maybe set up some basics. Now, we're going to be using some of the walls around here, but this is by no means big enough for everything we need it to do. Ideally, we want them on it pretty quick. Any chance you can, you know... Oh yeah, so that's the recreation side. Right, okay, good. They started mining this bit. Now, what we won't do is give them any more mining jobs until this is out of the way, because that's just going to get in the way otherwise. Now, here is where we hope that the floor doesn't fall in. I was going to save, but I'm like, it doesn't matter. You know, English muffin to no one. Oh, nice! Ooh, I haven't had an English muffin in ages. Well, good. I hope it is yummy. Not lazy, meditate. Exactly. I meditate with my eyes closed and snore. All night. Right, now, cat, where did you go? Right, good, you're up here resewing these things. Excellent, that's what we need. So when I say move that one, because it's in the way, it will go down to our stockpile. And everything, it always gets me, when they find things, they will just pick it up and they'll move it to the very edge of the zone that they don't want to be working with. Just dream on a motorbike, yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, so we've got these bits here. Let's speed this up because, yeah, like I said, we don't have all day. See if this caves in. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. It is currently supported by a bit there, which means that these bits should be safe as well. So that's good. That's a bonus. Oh, it's must be 12. Yes, it is break time, so they've gone to play some horseshoes. Nice. Which means this one could probably be mined out as well, but we'll worry about that later. Thinking about it, we don't need all that steel actually, do we, right now? Let's just cancel all of this for now, so it doesn't get in the way. We need them to focus on mining this through. Yeah, come on, pick up the speed, people. Back to work. So once that's done, we shall build up this area. We'll do it out of wood for now, because that's the quickest resource we have. Snoring, no, breathing exercise, exactly. But what we can do is we can get a, excuse me, like a stone working table. I can't remember what it's called. Stone cutting table, I think. And that can turn these chunks into bricks. And bricks are then what you use to make art or walls or flooring and so on. That's what we'll work with there. Where was I? Structure, here we are. We shall build some walls, because we need a roof on things that we're doing. And we'll then start expanding this area, purely for the sake of being indoors, so that our stuff doesn't necessarily corrode in any other fashion, and we can then start applying interior things such as work tables and things like that. They don't like doing that stuff outside. Oh, okay, right, so building must be a higher priority than mining. Oh, we have a visitor. A torturer from Gauss is visiting the colony. She's named Laura Lau. Bocal seems to have a few items to trade. Okay, and we can jump to the location. There we go. Actually, who is our person for social? Torture. Exactly. So here we are. So not underneath bio. Here we are. So social right here. Put that in, I bet I didn't find that, did I? Never mind. So Sarah is our social person. That gets us a better deal on trading. Which one of you buggers likes people? Oh, am I going the right place? Oh yeah, here we are. Around down here. Here we are. Okay. So they'll come by, and then we can get lost them. They were coming from the bottom. Did I scroll too far? Oh god, I've scrolled too far. Oh my god. Oh, right, there they are. Okay. We tell them to go trade. Oh my god, this is like 3 times speed as well. This is as fast as they're going to go. There we are. Right. Did they pick up the silver we had before? No, we're still on the 800. Whatever. We'll try and set Hall a little higher. Was one of the people a masochist? They'd love to meet a torture. No, it was one of the people we ignored. Was a masochist because we didn't because they had other things we didn't want in their stats. Oh my god, it's 1:30 already. Okay, blimey. Right, what have they got? Anything we super extra need? Reinforced barrel. Oh, for projectile-based weapons. Oh, right, okay. I was like, why would we want a barrel? Is there anything we can sell? A plasteel knife. Now, plasteel is it's one of those future things. It's like gold pressed latinum and stuff like that. It's supposed to be very good with regards to if you make things out of plasteel, especially punching weapons or puncturing weapons, even slashing, whatever. They do extra amount of damage because it's durable and sharp. So plasteel is the metal of the future. Thing. I'm sure I'll give me a meeting file with you. No, don't worry about it. Well, I've got to. We'll see how it goes. We've got about an hour or so anyway. Synth thread is futuristic, but is actually no better than cotton. So we don't have to necessarily worry about that. But we will keep them around because they're still 91%. And if someone's trousers wear out, then it's good to have a spare pair. Basically, these people have got some meals which we'll be setting up shortly anyway. Medicine, which we don't need. How for everything to suddenly go wrong? Exactly. Luciferium. Now, oh blimey, okay. Luciferium is a drug made of nanites. Now, it makes the person taking it immediately addicted to it, purely based on the fact that as soon as they stop taking it, they die, or at least they become like it. As it mentions here. Oh god, I can't move the mouse. Yeah, after the first dose, there's no way of getting the mechanites out. So essentially, you have to keep feeding them. Now, it makes them really good. It makes them more resistant to pain. It makes them sort of faster and stronger in some ways and that kind of thing. Improves the body's functioning in all respects, as it says there. But they will die if they don't keep it up. So you need, just like chocolate, exactly. So you need a really constant supply of it. Ned the nanite. It's definitely not Shelley. So in the future, like if you've got someone really tanked up, they're built up, they've got all their biotics, and you want them to just go in there and own people in a fight. If you've got them on Luciferium, that's good, but you have to have a constant supply of it, otherwise they will die. So it's an interesting thing. But we won't bother with it today, right? Okay, none of that. No, thank you. It's all good. We're fine. Right. Okay. This is all interior at the moment. Once they take out these walls, and that we'll put some doors there, maybe, or move it onto another part of the structure or something like that. But this can now take on an aspect of being indoors, so it's a bonus. Oh, okay. Just right here, added a bit of roof there. Is this roofed? Roofed? No, there is no roof here. That's interesting. Oh well, being indoors, actually, we don't need a bit of wall at all. Ideally, I guess we don't really even need. Well, all this is going to be deconstructed. Jake 2.0, not too distant future, somewhere in time and space. Oh yes, yeah, cool. Sorry, that started with a song. Don't worry about it. I'll get it now. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's just set up some of the bits we need so that we can get them done. Oh, fences and fence gates. That's new. And then we can worry about things later, like moving things around and reorganizing stuff. So what we want is power, probably. We can start with wind turbines. Take steel, but we can get hold of that. We've got loads of it nearby. What we can do is we can set up a wind turbine there. And we can also... Right, we haven't researched solar panels, so we can't do that, but that's fine. Waterproof conduit. What does that need? Oh, that's just steel as well. Interesting. Does it? Oh, it takes a lot more steel, but it is waterproof. So if you have rain like this and you lay down a regular conduit, what can happen is the fact that it can short circuit and it can blow your power supply. That's obviously not good, but that's fine here. Waterproof conduit requires terrain that supports shallow. Oh, it's designed for going into water. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess it's going to be regular conduit then, and we'll have to see about covering it up, maybe. Okay, yeah. We'll run the conduit to there. Then what we will do is we will install... What am I looking for? Production. Here we are. An electric stove. The problem with a fueled stove, which runs on wood, is the fact that it runs on wood. It's good early on, but since we have an almost immediate source of power anyway, we don't have to research a source of power. We might as well just go with an electric one and take it from there. Oh, we'll put it there once all this is out of the way. Visitors leaving, not a problem. Oh, of course, and currently the only way in is through there, so we need a door out here somewhere. Would be handy. We'll put a door right there. There we go. And we can't put it there, but we will have one up there somewhere once that's all out. Little bunnies sleeping. Okay. Oh, sorry. Speed up time, Jesus. 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's get these things done. Work. Now, hauling is currently on 2. Which is also behind mining. I see. Right. So we want... yeah, we can do that. They can do that. Construction, yeah. Warden is if we get like a prisoner. Someone will go out of their way to feed them, basically. So that's always a bonus, you know. Oh, have they finished putting in the roof? Oh, they have. There we go. Okay, we're fully covered now. We now count as indoors, so that's a bonus. Oh, yeah, there. That's the... Yeah, okay, cool, cool. It's looking good. It's just... Sometimes it's just a matter of give them a bunch of orders, then sit around and wait. Well, growing zone up here is doing well. It's taking days to plant. That is, of course, I know because it's so huge. That's always a problem, I guess. But look at the wood it's provided. That's insane. So ideally, what we want next is someone need meal source. We're working on it. Don't worry, because we've still got 27 survival meals. That's okay. We're gonna be done by then. Don't worry. Right. Okay. Let's. We need 3 wide there. So let's put the stove in there, and then yeah, the electric stove that will go in there once it comes down to it. We could put a chair there. It's always nice for them to have a chair. It goes towards their comfort, essentially. Supports if you're tunneling into the rock. Yes, yep, we should be okay here. I don't think... No, we're not. Oh, damn it, you're right. Oh my god. You, start off. Okay, hang on. Someone's being attacked. Oh, he's a coward, so he ran away. We have to draft our people in to come and kill this thing there. There we go. She is set to run away when really she should be set to attack, since she is R1 for attacking, you know. Oh. There we go. Okay. And then this raccoon, exactly, yeah. Sometimes wild animals just go mad. You were completely right, Dee. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's fine. It's okay. And then a rock landed on her head. Nearly. Okay. We'll... Right, okay. What we'll do is... we will cancel that. You tried. I know, I'm sorry. We'll build a copy there. mad raccoon. Yeah, it told me there as well. And I think I know where the raccoon is. We'll cancel this to dig out that wall because we don't want that. We'll build the stove one further in. That's fine. Okay, now. Any chance people can, you know... How about you just, you know, attack it? Don't attack the cat! No! Oh, thank God. Okay. No, everyone calm down. It's all fine. Oh, good Lord. Oh, right, yeah, now we need a door. Let's build that door there. Yes, fix up the cat. Oh, she's resting because she's injured as well. How bad is she injured? Oh, scratches? Scratches? Really? Oh, okay. Well, this day isn't amazing, is it? What is dying? Oh, God, we've got... Oh, crap, there's a cougar. Okay, cougars are exceptionally bad because they are, well, dangerous. I mean, you know, there's no simple way of putting it. No other simple way of putting it, I should say. Okay, decent instinct for cave-in timing despite having never played the game. It's a skill, I guess. Right, so that turkey is still alive somehow. Oh, right, yeah, I need to build the this stove, the electric stove, yeah, before things go wrong. There we go. I say things go wrong with regards to having no food is what I mean. Oh, and next to the stove needs to be a butcher table. So we'll do that there. There we go. And we'll copy the chair. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Ideally, what we want to do is take out the cougar, because that will attack us and our cat. Actually, thinking about it, we can set up an animal zone. We can create a new zone. Not the home area. Oh, is it? Okay, is it under animals? Manage areas. Here we are. We can create a new zone. We will call it pets. There we go. We close that. We go to zones. Here we are. We go to expand allowed areas. That's pets. There we are. New rug anyone? Exactly. So we say the cat can go in here. It can also go here. It can also go here. Oh Jesus! Now we've got to be careful because we have to find it food, or it's just going to be our food. Can go there theoretically, I guess. Why not? Into the food prep area. What I was just thinking about. Taking out that bit there. We have to store our food somewhere. It can't haul, so there's no point in it going there, and the food is going to go there. End up eating cat. Yeah, that's unfortunately just that's just the way that things go. So let's put one there, and then we can get rid of that single one there. They build the door there? Yes, they build the door there. Just waiting for them to get rid of that bit of wall there, and then I can fill it in with wood, and we're done properly. He botched the construction. Good Lord. That cougar still there. I'm not sure. Do you know what? I'm surprised this turkey is still here. The cougar's got the turkey if it really wants us, but I'm concerned about it suddenly running out of food and becoming hostile. Oh, and of course, also we need to. Who's right? Hideous environment. We're working on it, okay? She's in serious pain. That's fair. Awful barrack again. We're working on it. Recreation. Well, go, recreate. Darkness. Well, okay. Hang on. What have we got with regards to? Not power. Miscellaneous. No. Furniture. Light. There we are. Wall light. We can. I cannot see a thing. Right, there we are. Stick a wall light there. It's simple resources, and they can stop complaining about that. It is currently 28 degrees C indoors. That's pretty warm. Better not be complaining about the temperature anymore. See, she's still medically resting. She's not technically asleep. But you know, we'll worry about that later. Because I can't sort of change it really. She'll go to sleep eventually at some point. We want to butcher things here, cook them here, and that will go into food, which will go straight here. Preferably, we'll want to do that to this before it becomes, you know, a decaying carcass, because that'll make us all sleep, dreaming about raccoons. Were they? Or is it just, oh no, nightmares? Because they will get little bubbles above their head sometimes, displaying things that they're dreaming about. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. We need to chop down the trees in the zone of the turbine, otherwise it won't spin. No, not actually. Oh, okay, fair enough. And of course that doesn't provide us any power at that rate. So if we get rid of these trees, I'll just cut that one down, it's easier. Wow, she's really good at this. See, there we go. This yellow bar represents its efficiency. That depends on, you know, the environment, whether something's restricting its movement, but also with regards to the overall wind speed and so on. But that is now technically providing us power. Oh, kitty! Oh. It took a bunch of scratches and a bite, but it's doing okay. Oh, we didn't set it to pets. There we go. Yes, yes, I know she's unbreakable. Good lord. In fact, what is her health still at? This is you can live on that. Stop. That's just lazy. There we go. Okay, she's up doing something. Ah, she's recreating. Okay, cool. We also come on, get that stove built, would you? Is this because we don't have any? No, we got steel here. There's loads of it. Oh, because we picked up a huge ton of it, didn't we? Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Oh. Okay. Been here for a while. Victor thinks you should give the faction a name. What should your faction be called? Any ideas from anybody? Then there's also the settlement name. So the faction is obviously everyone under our control. This particular map tile is the settlement. So we can just randomize. Whatever. I don't know where it pulls these from. Raccoon killers. We could do that. Now, is that the faction or the settlement? What should the settlement be if that's the faction? Rock dodgers. Yeah. Oh. Do you know what? I think the Lumpheads. All right. Okay. I think the faction should be Lumpheads. And then this one could be the Raccoon Killers. No raccoons allowed here. Oh, that does generally support, like, we are killing animals, unfortunately. This is not going to be like a pacifist or, you know, vegetarian run. But I don't like supporting the overall death of all types of one animal. I'll tell you what, we'll go with the rock dodgers on this one. Because we just about got it. That is to say, just about dodge the rocks. There we go. The Lumpheads, dodge rocks. There we go. Thank you. This community is the rock dodgers. All good. Woo! Right, okay. Now don't botch this. We need this. Good, she's fully healed, finally. There we go. Okay. And this should be connected. There we go. It's got power. Okay. Well, Judy, that's fair enough, Dee. Thank you for dropping by. It's always good to see you, and it's much appreciated. I know there is probably no cure for it, but I hope you get some rest and feel a bit better later. If not, I don't know where to go with that, actually. I appreciate you anyway. Thank you for being here. Take care. Have good mod duty. Victor has laser eyes. He has laser eyes? Oh, yellow. Fair enough. Right, okay, now we need to set up a bill. The bill is obviously the command, essentially the construction or crafting of things. So we want to set up simple meals. They are the most basic. They're easy to do, as well as they take the least amount of resources. Now we can do simple meals times 4 actually, and that uses less resource but takes a bit longer to make. Smart Tomato was on his face, so it looks like lasers. Oh, the sparks are mining. Oh, sorry. Okay. So we'll go with them, and rather than do them X amount of times, we'll do them until we have a certain amount. We will then choose the amount here. So we've got 3 people who eat 3 meals a day. So that's 9 meals every day in theory. We want to make sure we at least have a couple of them spare. So if we say we've got 2 days spare, we'll say 20 meals on the standby. That gives us, a nice round number. So it gives us a couple spare, and over time that will also accrue. We shall tell this pause when satisfied, and we will unpause at 10. There we go. Because if we don't pause when satisfied, anytime it hits less than 20, it's going to start doing more. And since we're doing them in multiples of 4, that seems quite a lot. So really what we want to do is maybe unpause at 12. So we can do 2 more 4s, and we hit 20 and we're done. In theory. But we don't want to leave that so low that we end up running out of food before we've cooked more. We also don't want it so high that it's constantly just going back to cooking all the time. We will only allow fresh food or meat. We will allow all of the meats, because why not? The only ones we can't use are human meat. We won't do that because none of our colony are cannibals. And insect meat. We'll find this probably at some point in a cave, maybe later, or from some insects if they turn up and we have to kill them. We won't use that, and that's good, because as it says, they're extremely unappetizing. It's no good in meals anyway. Everything else is a go, because why not? Except cat meat. We won't do that because if for any reason our cat should die, we want to bury it, not turn it into food. The vegetarian stuff, that's like pretty much anything we find. We've got berries are already in storage. We've got corn, potatoes, and rice growing. And animal products. Now, as I said, we can milk muffalos and things like that theoretically later. Insect jelly, we don't want to use that. We don't want to use fertilized eggs because that's kind of weird and creepy. But unfertilized eggs, should we encounter any, bonus. There we go. So these are pretty much set up mostly exactly how we want them to be. This here, 0 to 100% hit points, is the kind of, we can say the ingredients we want to have cannot be degraded any less than, say, 50%. So we'll only use something that has 50 to 100% of its hit points. Its degradation, essentially. We're not fussed about that. As long as it's fresh, we'll use it. That's all good. Ingredients radius. Now, we can set that to a specific area. Now, this is good if you have a large base and you say, look, I don't want you walking all the way up there to grab some berries and then coming back. I want you to just stick here. We can even specify a stockpile. We'll just tell this as best stockpile because we're not going to have a lot to work with right now, and anyone who is capable of cooking can do it. We'll say actually anyone with a cooking of over 3, because that's quite reasonable. Any less than that and you really run the risk of just giving everyone food poisoning. They still can, because it can be a dirty environment, or they can just be cooked badly, at 3 or above, but of course the higher the skill the better, but we don't want to restrict it too much. And then we go, okay, that's our simple meals. Then for the cat, it's not on this one, on the butcher table, we need to set up actually a build to say we want to butcher creature. We will do this forever. Any meat you get, you do not want it sitting around unless you have a fridge or freezer, which we don't have set up yet. So any meat we get, we want it butchered straight away so it doesn't go off. We will tell it no humans, again. Animal corpses, no cats. Everything else is fine. Only fresh meat, of course. We'll do it forever. Best stockpile. Any worker, anyone is fine. I don't think you can butcher incorrectly because you're still just chopping it up. Unlimited radius, that is fine also because they could be walking all over the place, but if something is ready to be butchered, like I said, we don't want it sat outside in the wilderness going off. We want it back here and cut up, so that's what we should do. As I was going to say, for the cat, we shall make a kibble bill. Now, we want to keep this at a relatively small amount because we only have a small requirement for it, which is the cat. Now, I think it's made. Now, this requires one. I believe this requires 1 meat and 1 plant, so it's kind of annoying to make. You can't just make it from plants or from meat, but you know, and meat is sometimes a scarce resource, especially in the winter months. But we'll kind of worry about that when we get around to it. Kibble, however, I don't believe it goes off. You can actually just make a ton of it, and that's fine. But we don't want to make a ton of it because that uses up all our resources. So what we're going to go with is, I think it's made in batches of 50. So we'll say make 50, and then stop. And we will pause until... Got to go and sort out stuff for the meeting. Bye, everyone. Oh, right, yes, of course. No problem. So if you want, send me a quick message when your meeting does start, and I can we can finish up then. But thank you for being here. Anyway, we'll then unpause when the food gets down to 20. Because, like I said, I think you then make like another 50 and it jumps it right up, and so we'll be okay. Raw food. What we can use here will be. Oh, it can use hay as well. We can set some of that up to be grown. Actually, we can organise to grow some hay. That would be handy for it because I don't think we use hay in our regular food. It's just used for kibble, so that leaves everything else for us. Vegetarian's fine. I think yeah, we got loads of all of that stuff. Again, no cat meat involved. Everything else all good, and animal products. Same again. Okay, all good. Right, and we just go close, and there we go. Right, so now that we've set that up, we need to build a wall here so that the place is enclosed again. We don't get random raccoons coming in. Now, who is... no, not that. Work. Who is our cook? And it does cook butcher as well. Yes, okay. Our cook is Victor. Right, so he's cooking meals at the moment. He'll then hopefully butcher this this here raccoon. Come on, pick it up, Victor. Where are you going? Oh, it just tells me what he's doing, not where he's going. Oh, he's going up here to collect the berries. Okay, of course, because we don't have someone on haul. All these things are off round where they've been, you know, picked up. Or so you cut down a tree or something and the wood just sits there, you know. Ideally, we would want another person in our actually, who's on animals? Handling. Here we are. Train, harvest, resources from slaughter animals. So their skill is currently 4. Oh, we want them on 2. There we go. Because then they'll look after the cat, just to make sure it is fed while it's laying there, not very well. Oh yeah, so ideally we want another person just to at least have someone on haul who can just get this stuff shifted around the map. And looks like another day's come to go. Oh right, now that that is built, we shall take this one down because it's just kind of in the way. It's a bit of a pain. But at least, as you can see here, he started on the meals again. And oh my god, it's 30 indoors. Okay, which means that these food are going to start degrading. They are currently fresh with 50 health points, but they will start going off pretty quick. And he needs to get this done, which means I can tell him that no, don't. Why won't he? Not empty accessible slot configured to store it. Can I? Oh. Prioritize butchering. Sorry, you have to click on the table. I think I was telling him to store it, but I'm not. You need an ice cream man. Oh, sorry. An ice cream man. Okay, yes, we do. I read that message as, you need an ice cream man. It's like, hey man, you need an ice cream. It's like, well, I wouldn't say no, but right, there we go. So that meat is now, yes, that will again, it will spoil in 2 days at current estimates based on the temperature and the current surrounding. So what we're going to need to do is generate a fridge/freezer. This is probably what will turn this area into. Which means that... cool dude ice cream. Yeah, exactly. Which means that we then need to start building bedrooms elsewhere. We'll keep this place for storage for now. What we'll do is we shall add on... Tell you what, right. What did it say about the roofing around here? That's not so bad here. So what we'll do is we will level out an area here. Will we? Won't we? Will we? Won't we? Because the idea is that I'm slowly moving up towards this area where we've got all this sort of plant going. But then, in theory, that's not an issue. Because they can plant where they don't live. That's fine. So, just trying to think of the bigger picture here. If we turn this into our fridge freezer, where do we want to sleep? I guess not too far away from our cooking area. What we do want, however, is some civilized civil thingies going on here. Let's build ourselves a table and put some chairs next to it. There we go. Now they can eat at a table and they won't be complaining about that. Oh, our power's run out because we don't have batteries yet. That's another thing we need, actually. We need to research stuff. And that is done on a research table, which is... miscellaneous? Miscellaneous. No, it's not under miscellaneous. Not production. Oh, is it production? Where am I? Oh, simple research bench. Here we are. Yeah. So I'll put that there. I'll build a... No, not leather. Build a copy of the chair. Sit there. And then someone can research... Oh, good. Rocco's fully healed. Woohoo! And someone can research batteries. Once we get batteries, we can... where are we? Research. Here we are. This is what we have available with regards to what we can actually, research and what we can make. Now, under... scroll here. Now, we've got air conditioning. That's a bonus. But what we want is batteries right here. Because as soon as our power runs out, it stops. Because there's nothing happening. If we had solar panels, they wouldn't work at night. And as such, of course, when the wind dies down, we've got no power coming in because, as it stops. So what we need is some kind of storage. So batteries will do. Who is set for cleaning? I bet no one is set for cleaning, are they? I'll tell you what. He's on cooking. He really needs that. I will set you clean after you haul. And that haul takes priority over everything else immediately, so yeah, that's important. Okay, that's good, that's fine, we're working on it. Blow on the windmill. Exactly. Anyway, so this is why I think when I loaded up the game, it told me I had something like 153 hours in the game. This is why you have so much, because you just sit here and there's always something else to do. The next stage. I'm tempted, I'm kind of tempted to build away from the water, since we can't build on the water anyway. I'm kind of tempted to just start building our bedrooms down this way. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell them to mine out this whole area. Just get rid of all this marble. There's no roof above it, it's fine. There we go. And the nice thing is, this flooring here is a rough marble. We can polish that up, and it gives them a nice floor, and they don't complain about it. Come on, right? Yeah, you're on hauling. Get moving. God, she's going to go off and wander around the place and start shifting everything. That's a go. That's fine. Yeah, these two are on runaway. This here represents what they do if an enemy comes nearby. That's fine. I can draft her if I needed to do something. He can't do anything. He's the one that needs pandering, you know. And the cat is fine health-wise. It is currently hungry, and it is not allowed anywhere that has food. I'll tell you what, for now, let the cat out for a bit. Let's just give it unrestricted, let it wander around for a bit. Cat actually listens, exactly. Yeah, the animals will do as they're told. Get that out of the way. This, again, this stockpile here is going to end up moving again, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. Actually, I can... where is it? I can copy the settings, and then I can expand the zone. Oh, expand's probably good enough, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Oh no, I don't want it that close, because that's going to get in the way of that. Take that bit off there. Delete that bit there. That's fine. Okay. Cat from Captain Marvel. Yeah, probably. Oh, not saying it's warm, but I can smell my computer. So I think just for the sake of that, we'll probably start thinking about ending shortly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll play more of this in the future. And it's a bit random. It's a bit nothing. But I do enjoy the game. As is probably guessable by the numbers. Oh, you can't cook until the power's on. What? Wait, what are you doing? What is going on here? I don't want everything stored there. What's going on? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, put that stuff inside, thanks. I don't know what the cat eats, actually, anywhere else, because, I wonder if I can give it berries. I don't want it to eat the meat. Hey, you. Oh, because it's unrestricted. Okay, it's currently fine. Oh, we did get some kibble. Bonus. Right, okay, what we can do here... no. Right. We make a new stockpile zone. We're going to make it next to... I'll tell you what, we'll put it here, where the cat can get to. That zone will allow... or fresh only. Allow nothing... Hang on, clear all. There we are. Nothing but kibble. Is it under food? Manufactured? Foods. It's probably under, yeah. Nothing but kibble. There we go. And that kibble will be for the cat only. And then we can put it under restricted. Pet area. There we go. For now. And hopefully, sometime very shortly, she'll put that food there, and any time he makes kibble, it will go there. Ah. Oh no. We will then also remove kibble from there, because otherwise it's just going to stay there. Do you know what we don't have? A safe zone for people. Right, okay. Do I make a new zone? How do I make a new zone? Oh, right. Manage areas. Here we are. Welcome. Come on in. Jesus. Oh, Avuzal, hello. Oh my god. God, my voice is terrible. Avuzal, hello. Welcome. Thank you very much for the...
goody.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Yeah, Avuzal, welcome for the... thank you for the raid, sorry. Welcome to the party. We're going to be finishing up in maybe 15-20 minutes-ish. Here, Brian. Okay. Good for you. Thanks for coming and commenting. Thank you for the follow. we're just as you can tell, we're playing some Rimworld. We've just been raided, and I've realised I have nowhere safe to keep my one guy who cannot defend himself. So we're just going to make a little area to make sure that he stays safe. We're going to rename that safe zone. Close that. We're going to manage this. We're going to expand the safe zone. The safe zone is here. Anyway, sorry. How's your day going? How are you? I hope you're well. How was your stream? Oh, do you know what? Bear with me a second. Hey, it worked! Woo! Empire at War. Oh, the Star Wars game. Nice. Okay. Expansion units. It was enjoyable. Nice. Excellent. Good. Yeah, everybody. If you're not familiar with Avuzal, he's a lovely streamer who. Actually, I mean, you play a collection of things, but I've noticed you have a fondness for Star Wars, so that's always good. But yeah, you dip your hand into pretty much any kind of style, don't you? So yeah, I'd recommend popping by and giving him a follow and a watch at any time you're available. He streams a lot lately, actually, as well. I've noticed you've been kicking in. Often it's quite early here, so I'll wake up to the notification, and you've started somewhere, you know, for our local time, it's somewhere around about like 4 or 5 o'clock. But and then yeah, and then sometimes unfortunately you're gone by the time I wake up. But no problems, you know. But it was enjoyable. Well, sorry, I reread that anyway. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you had fun. What was I doing? Expand that bit there, yeah. And the old games again. I've played them for a while. It made sense to play more of them. That's fair. Yeah, if you enjoyed them, that does indeed make sense. Right. Okay. Sorry. Where are we? Schedule. Right. Okay. So currently, Victor has to stay in the safe zone because he can't do anything. He cannot defend himself. Cat, I want you drafted and here. I want you drafted and here. We'll put you inside for now until we find out who this is. Right, they're attacking immediately. A group of tribes people from the Bidwero kinship has arrived. Oh, right, okay. Let's jump to them. Where are they? There's one person with a knife. Okay, so let's let play on for a bit. Okay, it is just one person. Okay. Right, so I'll tell you what then. Cat. How about you come here? Come there. We can actually take partial cover behind trees and stone slabs, etc. We might as well do that. I mean, there's no ranged attack going on here. It's purely you know, it's purely melee, so we don't necessarily have to worry about cover. But you know, why not? You know, plan ahead. Is this like Dwarf Fortress? I guess actually, yes. Thinking about it, probably very much like Dwarf Fortress. Obviously, just do you know what? I would argue it's easier to manage than Dwarf Fortress because I can never get my head around that. That's horrendously complicated. But you know, it's yeah, it's pretty very much like it. Oh, right, okay. You two, undraft. First of all, we want to steal their stuff because we can, and then we want to check their stats. Yeah, I found it hard to get into. Yeah, I have some. I've got a friend who. Ooh, that's who they're with. I have a friend who was a fan and played some. It astounds me. I couldn't get around it. Right, they will be dead in 9 hours if I don't save them. They have an aching gunshot wound of old, and of course they've been shot now, so that's not going to help in the long run. What's their mind-shattering pain? They are currently naked. Okay, watching a YouTuber LP the game showed artworks he created based on the monsters and characters in his play. Oh, well, that sounds interesting because it's notoriously art vacant essentially, isn't it? Really, I believe the original was built in ASCII. I don't know if that's still the case, but yeah, it's known for its for its descriptions rather than its depictions, if I recall correctly. That sounds pretty good. Were they any good at art? You know, I mean, no offense to them, but I can make a circle with 2 dots, you know, to make a face. So was it actually worth looking at? And what's their bio? Right, they are abrasive and a brawler, so they're good at melee. They're reasonable with plants. Actually, they're only 37 as well. Right, okay. We may have found our 4th person. Well, you just said your person was currently naked and watching YouTube. I thought, that's modern. No, sorry, this person is apparently currently naked. That's why they had a debuff for it. Wasn't bad, certainly better than me. That's fair. That's fair. I think that's a reasonable thing to say about a lot of things, I would assume, for me anyway. Right. Now, what we need to do then is we need to set up essentially what is a jail. Okay. Okay. So let's get this. First of all, what we're going to do, we're going to build another bed out here. Yeah, okay. We're going to build a bed out here. We're going to reinstall these beds out here. And we'll make this one a prisoner bed. Yeah, that's fine. They're going to lose their beds until they get moved. It's okay, don't worry. Don't complain, don't worry. It'll all be fine once we move it. We shall also reinstall the cat bed outside. We'll put that here. Because why not? We shall then also... Oh, right. See, this is a lot of planning. This is only temporary as well. There's going to be more later. Right, so we shall shrink an allowed area, which will be pets. There's no point having the pet coming and going. They run the risk of just, you know, letting the prisoner out. That's that. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, that's cool. Right, so that's fine. So the cat can now be out there. That's okay. He should be unrestricted because he's not, you know, there's no danger anymore. Safe zone should probably be changed. But then it is still technically safe for him. Oh no, because he can't defend himself if anything goes wrong, can he? Okay, we'll shrink. We'll shrink. Safe zone, there we are. Get that off there as well. Right, there we go. Okay. So that area is now a jail, and it's going to say anything. If we take down like a part of a wall, it's going to immediately assume the next nearest area is part of a jail. If we take down this part of the wall, it's just going to break completely because it will say no, you can't have a jail outside. That's not how that works. So we're going to then rescue this person. Cat can do that. Yeah, she's only looking at hauling anyway. We shall capture them, and we shall make them better. And hopefully it'll all be well after that. Because we can then get them on our side. We can have a 4th person. We can give them some clothes, and they can then do our random stuff. They can do hauling. They're pretty good with plants, so they can help us with that. So we need that extra person, basically. Come on, pick it up, people. Oh my god, okay, he's building a chair. Hopefully... Oh, she's going to tend as well. That's bonus. Okay, that's all good. So, is she about to die? She's 15 hours. So, medicine is home. No immediate danger. She's being fixed up. That's all good. Wow. In a lot of pain, that's fair. And we now need to supply enough food for a prisoner as well, and potentially a 4th person after that. Oh, he's not cooking because... Yeah, that's still fresh, that's okay. He's not cooking because we still have these package meals here. So he's not going to cook again for a while still. Okay. I'll tell you what, well, let's up the amount we're going to need. Let's just do that because, like I said, we've got another person on there anyway. So let's just up that to 28. There we go. And that's 2 more 4s, essentially. Done. And so hopefully he should then start picking up materials and start using the meat, which is a bonus to do it. Unrelated, but I just found out that Aloy, MC from Rally, is coming to Genshin Impact. What? I didn't realise Genshin Impact had that kind of sway. I mean, that's a major character there. Oh, they're not going to move this bed. Okay. Reinstall. Yeah, that's that one. Not that one. Not that one. Cancel that. Cat, come on. Why don't you... No. Prioritise the beds here. Come on. Then we'll make that not a prisoner one. There we go. Where are you now? Oh, God. You can... No, you can move that other bed first. There we go. There we go. Stop turning it into a prison zone. And now they'll make the next bed when it comes to it. What's he doing? Oh, he's cooking meals. He's going to have to find the materials. Okay. 3 million users a day? Genshin Impact is huge. I guess it is, but still, I mean, that's... Oh, did I pause it? Oh, sorry. Still, that's... what was I going to say? That's like one of their, you know... original characters? That's a franchise right there, you know? Oh, we don't need meat for simple meals. Bonus. Okay, I forgot about that. Oh. He's going to sleep on the floor because it's 1 in the morning and he won't build a bed. Oh, but we are 20 past 2. Jesus. Okay. We pause. Let's pause it there. Okay. I'll tell you what. We're going to call it there. It's been a couple of hours. Slightly higher, and wifey needs the internet, so that's fine. You know, it's time to sort of open a window to cool down and grab some lunch as well because my stomach is complaining quite a lot. Yeah. So I was going to raid a Woozle, but of course he's here. So, oh my god, don't do that. Scare the hell out of me. Yes, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you again, Woozle, for the raid. It's much appreciated. And Corona with slabs with the for the follow. I appreciate it. Well, it was a great stream. Game is fun to watch. Thank you. I may do more in the future. This was mostly, although there's a lot to think about, it's actually pretty chill. There was no storyline to focus on. That's what I did mostly. I was more about. I looked at all the other games I wanted to start, and I was just like, I'm not. I can't get my head around that right now, you know. So, you know, so since I already know what I'm doing with this, it was just a matter of talking as opposed to having to learn anything, you know. Yeah, so we'll deal with that. Actually, what I do want to test is the screen. There we are, the idle screen. I want to see if it's streaming any better because we were having stuttering problems on it the other day, and it was just being a pain, and I've had to prioritize things slightly and change one of the settings, and I'll see if it lags at all now. Raid, let's have a look. Have you got any names of people to raid? I mean, if you want more Rimworld, actually, someone I follow is playing. They're a hefty player, and as such, Dino Cool. Okay, how's that spelled? Dino _ Ooh, okay. Oh, it's this guy again. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? He's great. Okay, fair enough. We'll do that then. We shall raid a Dino Cool. Let's get that out of that way. Got a lot of followers. That's all right. Don't worry about it too much. Hello. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. So thanks a lot for coming. We shall set that up. Where are we? Raid Odino _ How am I spelling this? Oh, it's just for some reason I thought there were extra L's in there. It's just Dino Cool. Gonna take a second. Did that work? Oh, I've done the wrong. That's going to be the end of me. There we are. Thank you for the reminder. Why can't I ever get this right? You know, cool. There we go. Let's set that up. Sentinel. Right, okay. Thank you for the stream. Sorry for no, it's no problem. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. Sentinel raid. Don't worry about the messages. That's fine. The Twitch building stuff. Exclamation mark. That's fair enough. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we shall head there shortly. Appreciate you all being here. You know, have a good afternoon, day, morning, whatever is left. And yeah, I'll be streaming again next Tuesday. We'll see how I feel. But most likely, be picking up a new adventure game from there. We'll all be starting again. Okay. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye.